What's up, Madlang people? How are you guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So, wherever you are right now, so welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new in this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you will be notified during my uploaded and new videos that's related all the activities, which is quality, construction, inspection, testing, and engineering as well. So including safety also as well. So without further ado, we will start. Today we are discussing pressure indicating transmitter. We're talking about pressure transmitter. So pressure transmitter is combinations that we have to inspect based on our checklist and also what kind of testings that we are doing for a part of the activities during the site and also the calibrations as well. So prior to do the calibration installations that we are proceeding for calibration. So we'll start now. So this is the checklist for your idea, and maybe some of you first time encounter about how we proceed the inspections based on our checklist that we are that we do the verifications for our transmitter. Okay, so check the tags correct as per the drawing. So we have approved drawing. So verify the tag, is that correct? So check the mechanical damage and any damage of your device. So crack or maybe some broken. Okay, check installation that confirms the hook up drawings, any drawings, and check insulations and heat tracing if there's applicable heat tracing because some of the pipes, some of the line, there's a hot, so that's why some instruments that you are using for that tracing heat tracing area. So check support and protection against vibration, check the continuity, check electrical connections, check piping connections, check calibrate certificate. So any calibration of certificates that should be stick in our device. Okay, and another one, verify any ATEX certificates or IECX certifications and check cable gland conformity and check earthing connections, check equipment's correct preservation, check area, clean maintenance access, obstruct, clean enforced tubing because we have an enforced line tubing that we need to install to connect our pipe, bulbs. Okay, produce, mark up any red lines to be done during your inspections or during your any activities at site, either pre-commissioning, either during inspections from the quality, and also during your handover prior to proceed to our commissioning team. So as a construction point of view, we have stages by activities. We have quality. So quality, they will do the inspections, and then after that, as a part of the construction activities, the construction team, PMT, PMC, project management team, and project management consultant, that's to proceed for verification if all is in place based on our requirements, and then giving to our commissioning team. That's we have mechanical completions dosers, but that is different story, right? So our topic is only transmitter. Now, guide to check our pressure transmitter. What we need to check. So for your idea, so prior to start any activities, what kind activities, not only this transmitter, all of your activities at site, preparations and safety is concerned. And this is vital in our project. Any project is that we have a logo or like a motto, logo, whatever, that beyond zero safety. Okay, beyond zero safety first. So obtain permit, hot work or either cold work, and follow log out system. If the brownfield activities in your for your installation of transmitter, this is the requirements. Lotto system, okay, that we need to follow. But in the greenfield, of course, there's no live at all at the time. So you install, etc. as part of the construction activities. Install, and then that's the time we are offering for the pre-commissioning, and that's the time we need to careful all of our activities. Okay. So wear complete PPE, meaning PPE that's complete gloves, safety glasses, and protective clothing like a coverall. And then you have a tools, gather tools, whatever required tools and particular tools that to be appropriate in our installations of our transmitter, that's to be there. So calibrated multimeter, loop calibrator, and of course that's to be measured by signal of port to 20 milliamps signal. All right. So pressure calibrator or gauge, apply a pressure and power supply if transmitter is not loop powered. So hand tools, any wrench or screwdriver or whatever requires, that's to need to do in our activities. Now, transmitter manual, range and wiring diagram. Okay, of course, you have a wiring diagram. You are not installing of our equipment or devices and part of our installations. You have JA drawings, and during our pre-commissioning testing, you need to do this to get this wiring diagram, hook up, interconnection diagram, etc. So how to do the visual inspection? That's part of our checklist earlier that I presented in the beginning of these presentations, visual inspections that you need to check. So that's why you have a checklist. So now we are particular doing this visual inspection. So what is the needs to be required to do the inspections? So check housing or cracks or dent or corrosions. But if the devices, transmitter, etc., that's a proper preservations in your material area, and that's to be preserved. Of course, basically, it's very rare that become corrosions, dent, or crack. Okay, so inspect fittings or leaks during the installations of your impulse tubing or any tubings that to be installed. Ensure wiring connections and secure. Okay, loop check with multimeter. How to do the loop checking? So guys, some of the informations guys that needs to be added here, just like what I do, this is my experience guys. So I have an interview, some of the QC, then I've been interview, and also I'm also do the interview for those uh, inspector. So sometimes if you are new in as a QC, you are mixing the answer. No? You're mixing the answer. So, for example, if we are talking about electrical, so that is our insulation resistance. If electrical, okay. But instrument, that's why we are looking forward to answer that you have a loop check. If you are instrumentation, always loop checking, loop checking, loop checking. If you are electrical, you do always IR testing. Okay? If you are telecom, what is that for telecom? What is your answer? What kind of testing in telecom? All right? It's not for this topic. Okay? So hanging there, hanging there. Okay? So loop check, isolate a power down loop before connecting instruments, and then connect the multimeter in series with signal wire set to measure milliamps. You have two wires. And then power up transmitter, apply non-pressure using calibrator. And compare the multimeter reading 4 to 20 milliamps with the expected values. So this is our range. This is the range of our testing, 4 to 20 milliamps, no less, no plus. Okay, 4 milliamps transmitter, zero pressure. Okay, that is a zero pressure when you start the 4 milliamps during the testing. And then 2 full scale pressure, that is 20 milliamps. So remember that. So in actually this topic, guys, all of my presentations, all of my videos presentations related to works, construction, engineering, inspections. Also, this is also remind me, and sometimes we are not, our memory sometimes loses. So I can pull the video. I have the testing during the my presentation, so I will check the YouTube channel that I have. Then I check what is the pressure testing transmitter. Then I check. Okay, this is the one. So this is part of my guide as well. Not only your guide and also my guide as well. This is a part of a reminder, and every one of us, and even me, this is part of my reminder during any activities in talking about transmitter, how to check, how to inspect. Okay, not only you, also me. So this is part of our guidance. All right. So pressure transmitter calibrations, that's required. That's mandatory. Calibrations verification, that's mandatory. So apply a list of three pressure points, low, medium, and high. Compare transmitter output against actual applied pressure. If discrepancy exists, of course, you need to redo it and then check the software, trim the manual trim depending on the model. Depends. Okay, we have different types of our test calibration. In your different companies, we have calibration bins, and then we have different testing materials, equipments. So functional tests, of course, we have a functional test. So let's proceed for the functional test after all the installations, inspections to be done, pre-commissioning, and now we are doing the functional test. Functional test, that's coming from our department of commissioning team. So commissioning team, they do the functional testing. Functional testing confirms transmitter responds smoothly and consistently to pressure changes. Check the signal stability, no erratic jumps, validate against control system, reading if corrected. So that's part of the our functional testing. With the vendors, we have a program, and then we are checking our transmitters. That's signal is applicable. Uh, all of this, like interfacing all of the system, like integrations activities. All right. So that's the whole process of our pressure transmitter, from the checklist, checking, verification, calibrations, and testings, etc. All right. So for the last point of view, your idea, so that we have to be careful as always. Start with safety permit, PPE, and Lotto. Use multimeter with the calibrated uh, sticker of your lock checks, okay, multimeter, etc. So this will be perform calibration checks, inspect physical damage and leaks before testing. All right. So that's all, guys. Hopefully, this videos that giving you an hint and ideas, or you can use this in your future work activities, just like me. This part of our guidance. All right. So see you and bye bye.